Yeah. Pay for something. Like a jumbo kid. It's like pointing out this not pretty pedal. I noticed that the cans are the 12 ounce. Did you notice that? Normally they give you the 12 and 16 ounce. That was this long. Oh, regular mango chainsaw. The interesting. I'm getting into different flavors. This is like actually they market. This isn't like a fruity box. This is a legit fruity pebbles cereal. Before we crack it open, I want to go over my cereal question for you. Ready? I do want to hamper you that it is about 125 degrees in my attic. This was ice cold. It is. It is really hot outside, and Abby records the podcast in his attic. So I've been to your house.
He's a nice attic,
on a
bud.
normal day, and it's hot. I can only imagine today. The attic has 8 windows and no ventilation. But you gotta get a fan or something, like maybe a window air conditioning unit. What, you want me to say for you? Oh. That look, I thought you were gonna be like, well, I thought that's what that look was. I was gonna talk to you about that. It's gonna sound not for you to buy my air conditioning, but can I start, like, expensing things, not to you, but can I start, like, expensing things to the IRS? Like, when I buy a matcha, can I keep the receipt for that? I think so. But does it have to be, so is it like gambling losses? Does it have to be in excess of earnings? Because we're not earning much. If only we knew accountants. If only we knew someone that was an accountant. You know, that is funny. So Abby and I, well, I'm no longer an accountant, but I used to be an accountant. Abby is, an accountant his whole career. 15 years. We don't do tax accounting. That's the problem. So people always come to me. I'm sure the same thing happens to you. And it's like, oh, how can I, lower my taxes? And I'm always like, I don't know. And they're like, aren't you an accountant? I was not that type of an accountant. But you are. You've got that listed. If anyone's listening to us on like Spotify or Apple Podcasts, Abby is, you're not tripping yet. Getting there. You're looking at 5 minutes into it. I think the progress is sweating from the start of the podcast is going to be phenomenal. Terrific. And the funny thing is, I'm going to make you wait on this liquid death a little bit because I've got, you ready? I've got a blind ranking cereal. Okay, so you know how a blind rank works. Basically, you're going to rank it from 1 to 5, but you don't know what's coming next. All right, here we go. First one, Frosted Flakes. 1 to 5? 1 to 5. You don't know what's coming next. Your favorite cereal could be on this list, or maybe the rest of them could be all garbage. You don't know. I'll tell you what, though, that first crunch and Frosted Flakes is phenomenal, but it's almost better when it's a mush pile and you got all that sugary milk. Oh, I like Frosted Flakes when you bite it for the first time. Like, just not that half a bowl of Frosted Flakes, and then keep pouring half a bowls. I'm going to pick 3. Okay. So Frosted Flakes 3, you're playing it safe. You're leaving a little room on the top, leaving a little room on the bottom. All right, next up, we've got the Cheerio. Okay, Honey Nut or regular? Regular. One of the most popular cereals in the world. 5? 5. Garbage. You are. It's not even just a symbol of poverty in this country. No, it's just something that's a health if you're having Cheerios. I don't think if you're a health nut, because now we've expanded. If you're a health nut, you're a tachi something. Oh, that's fair. You want your candy Cheerio? Regular Cheerio. 6. All right, you can't put it 6, so it's fine. All right, next up, Captain Crunch Peanut Butter. So I love that you do this. The Captain. It's Captain. Don't you say Captain. If you look at the box, it's CAP''N. Captain. Okay, it's like Taylor Hammond pork roll. I get what it actually is labeled, but just freaking call it Captain Crunch because it is now taken on that like, this is a human Steveism. Don't get me wrong, I do the same bit. You're talking to the big man up in the sky. Dad, my dad's still alive. I like that. You made it so. Yeah, I spoke with him like 8 hours ago. Jesus, Brandon. Well, I'm just saying. Can we get a help check? Can you text him? Should I text him? Actually, he texted me this morning. So I think we're good. I think we're good. Okay, you know that you're doing it for effect, and if you feel it in your soul, it's Captain Crunch. All right. Anyway, Captain Crunch peanut butter. What do you have? See, I'm not I love peanut butter, but I don't love when it's in all like these flavors. It takes it over. I'm gonna put it in 4. 4. Wow. Okay. Original Captain. Right now, that's my favorite cereal of all time. Captain Crunch. Original Captain Crunch, I would have put probably second. Okay. All right. Okay. Here's the thing. I feel what's coming down the pipe. I feel it. Let me call for the future. If Fruity Pebbles is on that list, which it better be after what we're dealing with, that's my instinct. Okay. So I feel that coming down. I also feel like you're gonna drop like a Cookie Crisp on. But I'm even good with like a Kix, a Life, any of those, like a Pop or any of those. So you're gonna hate on Cheerios, but you like Kix? Kix are good. I mean, I like Kix too, but I'm a notorious boring cereal eater. But I'm shocked you like a Kix. All right, anyway, you're distracting me. Let me get back to my ranking. You ready? Next up, that's Fruit Loops. Yes, baby. Oh, I thought you were mad at me. No, I'm so excited. How could I forget about this? I'm holding out a full. This is a risky. This is where the account versus like podcast comes into a little bit more ranking. This is dangerous. So what do you have right now? You got 1 and 2 left. Exactly. I feel like the smart play is to put Fruit Loops number 1, but I feel Fruit Pebbles coming. So I'm putting Fruit Loops number 2. Fruit Loops 2. Did you know that Fruit Loops is spelled F-R-O-O-T? It's not spelled like the actual word fruit. I just found this out today when I was putting together this list. I was like, really? It's F-R-O-O-T? Do you think they're doing it like, is that like a lawsuit thing? Like no fruit and Captain? Because there's like no fruit in it? Maybe that's why? Or are they just trying to be silly? But you can make the argument that's dangerous because a lot of kids eat loops and now you wonder if they're wrong thinking that fruit was spelled F-R-O-O-T. I'm just picturing like a Scottish guy who's being Ventura with like the Fruit Loops, and someone just a Dutch guy who's like, oh yes, the beautiful Fruit Loops, and someone in the U.S. was like, I don't know how to speak Dutch. I guess it's just F-R-O-O-T. Yeah. All right, so you have 1 cereal left, and it's your number 1. You can't change it no matter what. All right? I swear to God, if you hit me with like a Raisin Bran, I'm gonna drive to where you live and punch you into this. Raisin Bran. That was actually the last one on my list. So you put Raisin Bran as your number 1. No, I did. It was literally on my list. Last place. I want proof. Show it to the screen. I mean, I don't know. I'll put it up there, but I don't know if they can read it. First of all, this is like some O's the Mentalist garbage. Like, you definitely had a fake, like, pencil in your thumb. No! Here's the thing. That was our first blind ranking. So we're not used to it. I played the game, right? So I was like, I'm going to get the worst one last, assuming that he's already filled in his list with the best ones. You are a piece of crap. What a horrible list. No, you're a scumbag. If anyone's ranking me for this list, like, you have to listen to the pod. You're going to tweet out some graphic of, like, I'm just going to post it on our, like, TFG Vlogs Instagram page, like, Abby's favorite cereal is Raisin Bran? It's funny that you called it, too. You were like, if this last one's Raisin Bran. Okay, I have a a lukewarm take. Not a bad list. And here's why. You know, Raisin Bran is underrated. It's not good. It's not the best cereal, obviously. But it's not horrible. Raisin Bran has flavor depth, and I think, like, nutritionally, you're getting that fiber. Texture's great. You've got the crisp from the flakes, but you've got, like, the chewiness from the raisins. It also has that, like, it's not like a sourdough or, like, a wheat, but it has, obviously, like, that different, the bran. Is that what a bran is? I think bran, right? Like, it's like the grains in there. I think that's what it is. Bran is not a thing, dude. No, yeah, it is, I think. Is it bran or something? It's not Raisin Bran. It's Raisin Bran. Yeah, no, this one I'm on with you. Okay. Like, cheap little, like, cereal lobbyists and lawyers are not tricking me with this one. This one I agree with. But brand's just not a thing. Like, what other walk of life do you have brand? Can we look this up? Jamie, yeah, look it up. Jamie, look it up. Is bran a thing, like for cereal? I got an answer from Google's AI. Yes, bran is a real thing. Bran is a hard outer layer of cereal grains, such as from oats, wheat, rice, and corn, and barley and rye. So it's like the outer shell of grains. You didn't answer my question. Like, what other walk of life are you eating bran besides cereal? Probably not much. Maybe if you like, can you buy like a jar of bran and you like sprinkle it on things to get extra fiber? I don't know. My wife walks in. It's like I'm trying to get on a fitness kick. She's like eating teaspoons of bran. Doc, his A1C level has spiked recently, but all he just eats is jars of bran. He buys the raisin bran and throws out the raisins. All right, so do we want to try this? Do we want to try this liquid death, or do we want to keep, kicking the can, not to, no pun intended, down the road and keep teasing our viewers? No, we got to try it. It's called Cereal Criminal, right? And they was like a little cute backstory, but they didn't write it on this one because it's a 12 ounce. It says. Do they have the backstory on the box? Did I show the box? The box is really cool too. My box was dented. The whole box? Yeah, also, Amazon dropped. You ordered it before me, and it came in like a week after me. You talk about, I live in the middle of New York City. You basically told me that you live on the 3rd floor of the Empire State Building. And I live in the middle of nowhere. I got mine in 2 days. It took me like 9 to get yours. Yeah, I have no comment for that. But one thing I will say, it's... my box, no. Liquid Death box opened up. It says, this ruthless can of flavored sparkling water has a twisted plan to use natural agave, exploding bubbles, to murder your thirst and recycle your soul. There's agave in there? Oh, there's agave, brother. There's agave. There's no brand, but there's agave. All right, let's pop it up. First of all, we do what I always do, right? You got to test the pop. Wait, I gotta start it so we can do a clip. Don't click it yet. You ready? Okay. Yep. We bought Liquid Death Fruity Pebbles flavor. Abby, you ready to give this thing a try? Let's hit it, brother. All right. Crack it open. That is silky. You ready? I'll give you mine. Did you give it a smell? It smells just like Fruity Pebbles milk. This is going to be so good. Yo, this is dead on. All right, here we go. Liquid Death Fruity Pebbles cereal flavored. It's called Cereal Criminal. Cheers, my friend. Cheers. It's vodka. Wow. They nailed the flavor. If you've ever had Fruity Pebbles and there's that colorful milk at the bottom of your bowl after you're done with your bowl of cereal, this is exactly what it tastes like. But it's carbonated and it's like liquid. It's a little bit less thick than milk, but boy, this is good. Don't tell me you don't like it. It tastes like Diet Sprite. It kind of does. Is there any sugar in this? Like, it's really sweet. I guess they throw... Oh, there is a little bit. 3 grams. It tastes exactly like Diet Sprite, which also just happens to probably taste like Fruity Pebbles. And there's other things that taste like Fruity Pebbles in my life. Like, you ever notice when you cook a dish with too much lime, that it tastes like Fruity Pebbles? I don't know if I've noticed that before. It's weird. You know what's throwing me off, though? It's the carbonation. Because I'm used to this flavor with just milk. And it's the carbonation that's throwing me off. But I like it. I think this is really good. I'm going to give this, I don't know, how many stars am I going to give this? I'm going to give this 7.3 on the lunch table drinking scale. If Liquid Death is sponsoring us, it's an absolute 10. But if after this cutoff... Yeah, if we get sponsored from Liquid Death, I'm upping mine to a 9.9. Well, Andy did mention that his was like 105 degrees. I'm pretty sure his computer overheated. All right, we're back. It's been about 11 hours since you guys saw us last. Andy has been having a rough day. His computer melted down. His camera stopped working. It's 120 degrees in your attic. Then I was talking to him fell down the stairs. Are you okay? I'm bleeding. My soul. Are you still bleeding? Because that was 11 hours ago, and that would be concerning. Or were you bleeding then? I took a paper towel and stuffed it into my sock. So there's like half of a full paper towel, like a strand, in my sock, and then the sock's over it, and there's still blood coming through the sock. I'm almost afraid to look at the toe because I'm positive there's stitches. Wait, did you just say that you're worried that there's stitches? Because I think you have to go to the doctor to get those. I don't think they just appear like, oh no, I got stitches out of nowhere. You're saying you're worried that you're going to need stitches. Oh no, I hit the side table. These stitches are going to be a threat. Yeah, no, at this point you can't because we learned from experience when I busted open my chin at your wedding. I was going to say, I want to talk about that. I don't think we have. So first off, Abby sent me a picture of a split. This is what it looks like. So all of you can see. This was today, right after this podcast. Abby was, I guess you were running downstairs really quickly. You were going to grab ice to cool down your computer, and then you slipped. Is that what happened? Yeah. It was 130 degrees in the attic. So I was like, all right, well, the laptop's shutting down. I might as well go get a bag of ice and put the laptop on top. It's not like a guy outside playing tennis on a warm day. It's a computer. What's a bag of ice going to do? Cool it down. Well, clearly that didn't work because this was 11 hours ago, and we finally got back to recording. But last time I saw Abby bleed, it was at my wedding. Can we tell this story? Sure. I want to start from the beginning. So at my wedding, one of Sam's best friends named Julie, right? And she commands the crowd, right? She can dance great. She starts doing the worm. And everybody's crowding around. They're cheering. They're having a good time at our wedding. And like, I want this attention. We all know Abby. He's a crowd. He loves being in front of a crowd. So Abby's like, well, Julie did the worm. Let me try to do the worm. Let me give it from my perspective. I didn't see any of this. I was doing something on the side. I don't know. I didn't see any of this, but I was told the story later. I decided to do the work. All of a sudden, someone's like, one of your friends is bleeding. This was a family that just didn't know Abby. And I'm like, oh, okay. I see Abby. It looks like someone shot you in the face. You were gushing blood. And the story that I heard, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, tried to do the worm, you slipped and you nailed your chin on the dance floor. No. So, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. First of all, Julie, never heard of her, doesn't have any charisma. Second, that's not true. Julie commanded that crowd with the worm, and it spurred Abby on. He's like, I'm going to do this. I'm not a follower. You know it's true. I'm a follower, not a leader. I'm a leader, not a follower. Guilty as charged. That was Freudian. No, I'm a leader, not a follower. Although I will say, you did not inspire me. It's my wife's sister does the worm at every wedding, so I was like, I think I can do this. But maybe it just happened to be 5 seconds after Julie did the worm. There's nothing more that I wanted on your night as an alumni of the great institution that is Pennsylvania State University to do what is it? Us alum, we all know it. What the? We all. White song? What do you? Oh, yeah, I don't know. Like, how does the song? Yeah. I was so excited to do that. And so I was lively at your wedding, and I always wanna. I'm not trying to put on a show for the crowd. I'm actually trying to build the crowd up for the bride and groom. It's like I'm like an MC of sorts to just get people going. I know that sounds like insufferable, and it probably is insufferable to some people, but I promise I'm more of like trying to get people engaged on the dance floor. So you're like a cheerleader at a wedding. You're trying to get the crowd pumped up. It's the biggest day of your life. You want people on the dance floor. You pay big money for DJs. You pay for a beautiful venue. Like, you want people out there. So, in my head, I'm like, work, but never at once thinking, how do I actually get on the floor? But it's got to be explosive, right? I got the energy going. I got adrenaline going. And if you see me at a wedding, it looks like I do a lot of drugs through my nose, and it looks like I'm absolutely hammered drunk. Usually don't even consume a beer, and obviously I'm not a drug user.
Abby at a wedding. I've probably been to like 5 weddings with Abby. Very sweaty. Very, very sweaty. He looks like he ran maybe a 5K.
Yeah.
Right? You look like you're about 25 minutes into a good run. And, I would say, you're sweaty, but you smell bad. I'll give you that.
I appreciate that. We don't know how you smell.
Lucky.
No, you look like you would smell bad.
Oh, where am I?
But then I give you again, it's a little gross because you're wet.
Where in the world?
No smell, I'll give you that. Or if any smell, it's a good one.
I'll say it's like a Remember the Titan or something like. I give you everything I got, brother. Like, I'll leave it all out.
You left blood on the field. So at my wedding, Abby started gushing blood on his chin.
So I jump up for the one, which I don't think is recommended. And it was like mentally diving into a swimming pool, which is really bad idea on like metal and like flooring.
Yeah, usually diving headfirst into like a solid pool is a bad idea.
And I thought I was strong enough to brace myself and like worm into it. I was not. So 200 and like 50 pounds crushing at the speed of light and centrifugal force into the ground. And first instinct, Brandon, I'm not even joking. You know what my first instinct was when I hit the ground?
What?
Oh, you're paralyzed. You hit this hard, I hit that hard, no left white, like I'm not blacked out, but like a quasi-concussion.
Well, in boxing, they always say the chin. That's like the fucking thing, right? Like if you can get someone with a good punch on the chin, usually you can knock them down.
Hit it so hard, the light flashed. I knew I just hit my chin, so like your neck snaps. And again, first instinct was like, that's it. That light's out. Goodbye. You're stunned. It's like a flashbang hit you, and you're like, oh my god, oh my god. So you quickly like jump up. And you're like, whoa, I'm good, nothing's broken, everything's good. And
I'm like, yeah, I'm doing great. And then everybody's looking at him in the arm because there is a red substance in his blood just pouring down his face.
Yeah.
You get up to your feet, you look at all your friends, and you're like, I nailed that, how stupid that was. Like, oh my god. But their look of despair on their face.
Yeah.
Then
it's insane. I'm going to put up a picture. This is what Abby looked like at my wedding. You completely ruined your dress shirt, too. Here's the other funny thing, right? So, a couple of my good buddies have become doctors, right? Shout out my man Kenny.
not good.
And my man Daisy. And Kenny panicked in this moment. Now, let's take a step back. After Abby his kid, everybody thought he was paralyzed. After all these things, we realized it was wrong, right? Like, you weren't seriously hurt. You got a gash on your chin. But in reality, other than the blood, you were fine. Well, we called Kenny over. Again, I wasn't here for anything. I walk over like 10 minutes later and I'm in a car when I thought Abby got shot. I'm like, what happened? And someone's like, it was a worm incident. Abby tried to do the worm. And 6 months in, but we called my buddy Kenny over. He's now a doctor and he's like panicking. He's like, I don't know. I'm just right now. He's like, I'm resident. I'm like, we'll tell you what to do. Like, put some gauze on there, maybe give him a little cream and put a bandage. This seems very basic here.
Kenny, the lights were bright for Kenny that night, my friend. Because he was like,
round 3.
I'm still in. I just came out of my first year of residency. I was just in my intern year.
I think he said he had like one beer, and he's like, I don't know. I've had a drink. Like one beer is gonna like really.
The quality between Daisy and Kenny, no offense to Kenny, is astounding.
2 round 2 splash.
Daisy was probably 5 or 6 beers in.
And he's like, I don't know, you're fine.
Yeah, Daisy was just completely calmed me down. Like looked at the chin, he was like, dude, you probably need like 2 stitches, but you're not going to go get them. So let's just butterfly this up, like with band-aids, and get out to the dance floor. We need you out there.
We're gonna give Kenny the benefit of the doubt that he's been through 3.5 more years of training. But so we made fun of you, right? We made fun of you. You bled, you suffered. You were at my wedding. I want to talk about a positive episode. And I don't do it often. I bust your chops, all right? And I'm gonna leave it with you. If you save someone's life at a restaurant, take it away.
Not even a fraction of a doubt that I'm a hero.
And humble. Look at that.
I don't put those words lightly. This should be our first sponsor. A Life Back, Texas Roadhouse, etc. We're at Texas Roadhouse. My wife's father passed away, and on the year afterwards, we were like celebrating his life a little bit. So we were like, he used to like going to Texas Roadhouse. Let's go to Texas Roadhouse. So we're sitting at the table, and right behind us, we hear a gun roll noise. And I turn around really quickly. My brother was like to the left, and you could hear like a guy cough. Like someone choking, you can't conceptualize it that it's happening in that moment. Then all of a sudden the guy like gets up. You ever have something serious happen, like a car accident or something? It almost feels like fake, like you're living in a simulation, like it's like
It almost slows down in a way too. Everything gets like you can't fly it.
You can't fathom that like that's actually happening because you're all like, oh, they're joking. And you're like, oh my God.
Chemicalism.
He gets up. The guy goes, like, starts screaming. His friend, he's like, he's choking. Like,
what was he? He had steak, I assume.
Steak, like right in the gullet. And then you could see the guy like spittle coming out of his mouth, but like nothing coming out, and he was starting to turn. Again, hero.
He was like turning blue. His skin
didn't even pause for a second, Brandon. My brother-in-law like went back to eating the Caesar salad. I pushed him out of the way, like climbed over the booth, went up behind him, gave him the biggest bear hug of my life, lifted him with the might of 1,000 like men. Gave him like 2 tugs. I might have screamed, "God, you're not taking this guy!" Like, brother, it's okay. You will be at your son's graduation. Don't you worry. Start shaking him like unbelievable.
Have you been trained in the Heimlich maneuver, or you just went by how you thought it worked?
Brandon, just TV shows. Really, all you need in this world. If you have half a brain, if you are from a part of the country where you can read, unlike my co-host, you're good to go. That thing flew out of his mouth like an F1 car.
Oh.
Like 1,000 miles an hour, and then he started to like throw up from the table, and then I was almost kind of like, dude, we're in a public place.
Buddy, I know you almost died 3 seconds ago, but get yourself together.
And the look on his face, like he started almost like, this is like a 35-year-old grown man at the time.
Yeah.
He started like, almost like crying, and then he like ran to the bathroom, because I think he was quite literally near death. Again, wow. When I turned around to react to it, I was already in motion, but I gave like a quick scan at the room. It's almost like one of those thoughts that you're like, there's got to be like a doctor, a firefighter, a police officer.
Nobody reacted.
Everyone was like stunned. And you know what? People told me like after, well, part of the reason that people don't react, like what if you cracked his rib or like broke his neck or something?
Right. On one hand, he's going to die. On the other hand, maybe he'll survive.
Like, we can play this stupid hypothetical where I end up in prison for snapping a guy's neck that was, like, not even choking. Whatever. So, in all that, and then in the back of your head, Brandon,
Wait, let me guess what you're going to say. Can I guess? Wait, you're expecting him to pay for your meal? Yeah, I knew it. I knew where that was going to go. The whole time you're waiting for him to be like, I got the bill. Nothing? Okay. No bill? It's like a drink or an appetizer?
So you go back to the table. And you're like, you're going to touch those onion rings. Like, you want to play it calm. Mind you, everyone at the table is traumatized. All the girls are in tears because they just almost witnessed someone die on the anniversary of their father dying tragedy. It almost didn't hit me like, again, how big of a hero I am, shout out me. But, again, the first instinct goes, I mean, someone's got to, like, either applaud me like, the waiter's got to come over to me and be like, hey,
sir, hey, come on. Give me a lava cake.
We thank you for someone not dying at our restaurant. That would have been terrible PR. Nada. And then we go to pay the bill, Brandon. Waiter says, took care of the entire table. Not even my bill.
You never told me that part of the story.
7 people at the table probably got a $400 bill at freaking Texas Roadhouse. Took care of the entire table.
Oh, that's class.
Oh, he is a king. If this clip can ever find this man, I need to talk to him.
Wow. I did not know. I knew most of that story. I did not know that he did kind of like pay for the bill and not tell you until the end. That's cool.
I'll tell you what, I saved the right person that day. Meanwhile, we find an article about him, and he's like, guy who killed everyone. Like, I'm watching the CNN.
The mass murderer almost taken by a snake. Sure saved his life. So, shout out you there. I want to talk about a little shout out me. Mine is much less important. So this was about 2 months ago. I'm driving home from my buddy Steve's house. We were filming a vlog or something.
Your employee.
There was a big storm. And I'm driving up the road. This is back at my old house before I moved. And there's this tree that's down on a power line right over the road, right? Cars are going right past me. This was another, again, in reality, this was not anything like saving a guy's life like Abby just had. But, a little bit like you said, I see all these people literally just driving right by it. And I look at the top of the tree and the power line, and it's on fire. Like, I guess it must have pierced the power line, and it started an electrical fire. I don't know, but the tree is literally not much, but there's a little fire on top. And we are in a wooded area with houses all around. So I, like, pull over to the side, and I run up to, like, the closest house I could find, and I knock on the door. I mean, this guy's house would have been flat. I mean, it would have taken a very long time. I'm sure somebody else would have stopped it by then. But this guy was just living in a forest. Nobody's there. I see these other 2 jamokes mowing the lawn. They clearly see the tree down. Maybe they didn't see the smoke.
Is it raining?
It was not raining anymore. The storm happened, but then it was like we got this huge windstorm with no rain. Knocked over a tree. So now I call 911. I've never called 911 in my life. It was the first time. Dude, no offense. I'm sure 99% of 911 phone answerers are very, very kind, very professional. This lady made me feel like I was such a nuisance. She answers the phone. 911, what's your emergency? I'm like, what if I'm shot in the head? Like, that's how you're going to answer 911? She made it sound like she was supposed to be like, it was 4:58 and she was getting off at 5. What's your emergency? Really? That's how you answer the phone? And I'm like, there's a tree down on a power line and it just caught fire. I didn't really know who to call. All right, let me get you in contact with the fire department. Is this your house? I said, no, I pulled over, right? So finally, she got me in contact with the right people. At the end, I'm like, do you need me to stay around or can I just go? Doesn't really matter. The fire department should be there soon. Have a nice day. And hangs up. I was like, shocked. And then the funny thing, kind of like you were saying, so I get home and now I'm on cloud 9, right? I saved the entire state of Pennsylvania in my head, right?
Yeah. There was
I don't even know if this fire would have spread.
Oh, no.
But in my head, the entire state was about to go up.
That brush fire that almost burned down all of California, you just saved the entire state of Pennsylvania from that.
Exactly, right? I mean, maybe Jersey, too. I might have saved the entire northeast of the United States of America in my head. So I go home, and it is funny. I got a call from, like, the fire department that was like, where is it, blah, blah, blah. And then they were like, okay, thank you. I hang up. So I drive by, like, a couple hours later. I was just curious. It was only a couple minutes from my house, and the tree had been, like, cut. The fire had been put out. No issues. They even fixed the telephone pole. So I get home, and I talk to Sam, and I'm like, I don't know, are they going to send me, like, a gift card or something? She's like, who? I'm like, I don't know, the fire department. Like, I think I deserve a gift card. I mean, I just saved them tens of thousands of dollars in fire damage, maybe hundreds of thousands if it got to a house. At least give me, like, a $50 Cheesecake Factory gift card or something. Nothing? I don't even get, like, a newspaper article. or an Instagram story shout out, like
Shout out would have been nice.
Gamer. Like the Pittsburgh Fire Department says, "Congrats, frustrated gamer. Thank you for saving the entire state."
Give me like a commemorative fire department axe with like my name on it. You know, maybe if 10 or 11 guys want to circle me and say for he's a jolly good fellow, that would be fine. I'm not asking for anything.
You're basically turning this into a Make-A-Wish.
It's like, buddy, you pulled out your phone and dialed 3 numbers. Like, what do you want?
Can we talk about this for a little bit, though, to what you just said? Social anxiety when calling the police has to be at an all-time high.
I've never called 911 before. It was my first time ever.
There could be an insane tragedy that's happening at your house. You think twice because you're like, man, that person on the line is just going to be like, all right, can you spit it out? Like, yeah, I get that Al-Qaeda's at your house, but like, can you just wait 15 seconds? Sure. And then you always listen to these calls, right? Like on True ID or whatever.
True Crimes, yeah.
Yeah. They walk into their bedroom like 14 of their family members were put in a blender. There's blood everywhere. And you hear the calls. The woman's like screaming, right? And the person on the other line's like, ma'am, can you calm down? It's like,
that's the thing. I understand that the operators need to remain calm. I completely understand. If they're getting emotional, that's not going to help. But you're going to give me attitude?
Really? You got some state employee making like $12 an hour on the other end who's gotten to listen to the most heinous things on planet Earth. And she
get it. But that's their job. Like, she's heard a lot more, probably way more worse things that day than a fire starting, you know. But, come on. You got an innocent bystander over here, now hero, who just saved, like I said. And honestly, it might have spread to the entire country of America, if you ask me. It might have spread to the entire country. And you're not going to say thank you? Give me a thank you.
I have an idea, Brandon.
What?
Chick-fil-A workers. They should be the 911 response hotline.
Can you send a fire department? My pleasure.
My pleasure. Well, it'll be over in 15 minutes. And your name again is? Brandon L. Yeah.
And so, we will be dropping off a packet of Chick-fil-A sauce for you on the way home, too.
I think we just solved the problem. Whoever is the HR person at Chick-fil-A who's mandated their program in terms of customer service has to take over the world. It should be training
hire that person.
Every institution around the country. Honestly, if I'm King Jong-un, I'm thinking like bring that person to North Korea to make everyone in my society like do what I want to do because they are perfect.
Serious question for you. Have you ever called 911?
Multiple times when I was little, because my grandparents' phone number before area codes is like 991. So I used to dial 911.
So you called 911 accidentally many times?
Like 4 or 5 times. And again, the panic never leaves you. You hear 911, what's your emergency? Hang up the phone. Not thinking that they would easily come to my house in like 10 minutes.
They're gonna either call you back. Yeah. Wait, have you ever called 911 for like an actual emergency then? Like as an adult?
It's gotta be your worst fear. I don't think I have, no.
Yeah. I mean, I will say for me to like, you know, test the muscles of my 911 calling, that was probably a good one because I wasn't really in sheer panic.
Right.
But so I got to practice a little bit. But now, I think it made me more nervous to call 911 because now I just feel bad. You know, like, hey, 911, I fell on a knife and I'm bleeding out. But I'm like, I don't know, do I really want to bother Mary Ann? She's probably getting off work soon. Well, hopefully I just won't bleed out.
You know what's something that I've been kind of like alerted to? Is that, like, in a weird way, hospitals still kind of work that way?
What?
Like Friday afternoons that they're like, can you not call for like a cardiothoracic consult at this time? It's like 4 o'clock and I have to go to my kid's game. And I always find that fascinating because we're all just humans at the end of the day. Like, obviously the doctor stuff of it, but it's the extra. Like, if they're like,
did you really need to call like infectious disease right now? Like, I got my kid's softball game. It's Friday afternoon. Like, call the on-call on the weekend, or like, just don't bother. But it is a very funny premise that no matter in what trade or line of work you're in, like everyone's like, all right, when's my shift over? The most important jobs in the world.
You're right, because when I think of like an office job, that's what Abby is now and used to be my job. Yeah, at 4:59, if somebody sends me an email, I'm getting really upset. But we're also like accounting for shirts. Like, we're not saving lives here. It is funny when it's a doctor.
Can we talk about that at our job? That the importance that they place on things. Did they used to call it in your department the fire drill? Like, we have a fire drill coming.
Oh yeah.
That's always the terminology that cracks me up. We got a fire drill coming from the CFO, and you're just like, dude, you're trying to place like a really serious thing in terms of like the world. And it's like, oh, you just gotta book this reclass between inventory and like accounts receivable.
Hey, I've said this many times, and this does not reflect on Abby, right? Abby is still in the industry.
Yes.
What we did as accountants for a shirt company,
most important
we were
job
not changing the world, right? And in a serious note, I think I was talking to you the other day, right? I was looking at you earlier today, and I told you when I quit my job to become a professional YouTuber, video game player, I remember feeling like, for a second, like, man, am I really contributing to society by doing this, right? And then I told you, when me and Steve were on our 5th Make-A-Wish, right? We've done a lot. I'm not bragging, I'm not beating my own chest, I'm just being serious.
Oh, you're bragging. You're bragging.
Humble brag a little bit. I think the entire world was burning down and Make-A-Wish. But in reality, like, we were doing, like, we've done, like, 5 Make-A-Wish, like, visits with children, literally dying. And I was like, okay, it puts it in perspective. I think that's what I'm trying to say. Like, when you see how serious these people took, and, like, your bosses were better than mine, my bosses would yell sometimes, like, come on, we're literally counting shirts right now. Like, everybody calm down. I'm not saying that we shouldn't be taking this job seriously, but let's calm down here.
Disavow. Most important job in the world. If we did not exist, society would crumble. My job.
What would the world do without extra dress shirts sitting around? I'm gonna get you fired. We're done with talking about accounting.
Kayla's dog died. Speaking of Make-A-Wish.
I heard like childhood dog. Caught me off guard with her childhood dog.
I wanted to lighten the mood. Or take a pivot.
You lightened the mood by telling me about her dog dying?
No, I meant pivot, not lighten the mood. I read the first thing on the call sheet that I had written down. Kayla's dog was dead.
Let's lighten the mood. I don't know, go with the dead dog idea. Brilliant idea. Brilliant.
Rest in peace, Lily. Just shy of her 18th birthday.
18-year-old dog?
Yeah, she was.
What?
Our entire relationship, and she had like a cyst at the end that was like infected, and she was getting sick. She was a great dog, but man, you can't take humanity out of some things. Like, I was holding her at the end. I was like, Lily, I'm gonna miss you, girl. Like, you've been through so much, through the ups and downs of our relationship. And it's only natural. After, like, a couple minutes, you're just like, she stinks. Because the infection obviously smells, and you're like, all right, anyone else want to take her?
Anyone else want Lily?
Listen, again, this is a really messed up situation that we keep joking about, but at this point, whatever. Might as well go for broke there. Yeah, you're just like, and then I go to Kayla's mom and I go, you gonna give her chocolate? Because, like, that's a big thing when they put animals down, because they've never gotten to experience chocolate before.
They never get the chocolate, but yeah.
And she was just like, no, why would I give them chocolate? And I was like, Hey, listen, Carol. Whether you like it or not, something's taking her out in the next 20
There's not much time left here.
Yeah, just let her enjoy some Godiva before, like, the moment happens. But yeah, no.
Wait, I had one topic that you told me about. I don't know. Abby sent me a couple notes before we filmed this podcast, and one of them was, should I have waited until after my cleaning people left to go to the bathroom? What is this? Sounds like just a great Abby story.
Okay.
By the way, I'm going to crack another one of these liquid nets. It's been hours since we cracked these open. Now it's no longer cold, but...
Man, I know the honey pot topics when I have them, brother. Like, when I'm writing down the list, I'm like, I know this one is the bait that's going to get Brandon talking. And I'm glad you brought this up. So, we do pretty well in life, right? I can afford a cleaning person. Shout out us. And they come, once every 2 weeks. And I barely talk to them, not because I don't want to, but they speak Portuguese, and I do not. And I try to, like, make my house as hospitable as possible. The other day, they start cleaning, right? And they go upstairs, and the stomach's rumbling. And you're thinking to yourself,
how long are they usually in the house from when they get there to when they leave?
Like an hour and 15 minutes. I probably had like 40 minutes left.
Oh, that's a long time to hold it.
Do you go into the bathroom that they already cleaned and just ruined it?
Oh, no.
Or do you go in the bathroom they're about to go into?
Oh, my God. The answer here is so clear. Please tell me you went to the one that they already cleaned. Oh, my gosh, Abby. You dropped a nuclear bomb on a bathroom they didn't clean yet?
Okay, first of all, I wasn't sure if the upstairs one was fully done. But yes, probably I could have waited like 5 more minutes and ran up there afterwards. So, yeah, I closed the door and unleashed Hiroshima on the toilet. And I was like praying that they weren't going to be like knocking on the door to say, hey, can we clean this thing? And then opening that baby up and getting quite the smell.
So you had the choice of a bathroom that they already cleaned, and you picked a different one?
Okay, if we take feelings out of it, the logic says...
This removes all the credit I give you for saving that man's life. All of your points are gone. If you got 10 points for saving that man's life, you just lost 10.
The logic persists, though. They're about to clean it. It's filthy.
Yeah, but it doesn't smell. At least I hope this bathroom doesn't smell.
I sprayed it. I'm not an anarchist.
This is unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Okay, sorry, Brando. Not everyone has 16 bathrooms in their house that they can go and use every single other day of the week. How many bathrooms you got in your house, show off? You got at least 5. You have more than 3.
One in me and Sam's bedroom, a powder room downstairs, and we have a guest bathroom.
No way.
We have one in the basement.
So you have 4 bathrooms.
4.
Okay. Again.
Yeah, okay. You have, but you... No, I'm not giving you that. I'm not letting you off the hook. You had a bathroom that they already cleaned.
No, first of all, they were in the process of cleaning it. And also, it is like, think about it. It would be like a street artist who just painted a beautiful mural, and then you come up right behind it with, like, white paint, and you paint over it.
What, you poop on the floor? Like, you're gonna flush. Yeah, it'll smell for a little while, but then it's still gonna be a clean bathroom.
But they cleaned it so pristine, you don't want... Like, could you think about the defeat in their face after they see me just ripping 10 Oreos, walking up the stairs?
I'm gonna be honest, I think the defeat in their face is gonna be 10 times worse when they open that bathroom to clean it and get hit with a wall of Abby. Mixed with just like a little bit of spray.
Yeah, probably. It wasn't my finest moment, but I'm sitting in the toilet, cackling, writing a note to myself, like, oh, this is going to be pod fodder. And I am just, it's authentically me. I wish I would say that I put on a show just to get podcast material. but unfortunately, it's after that moment where it does feel like a Curb Your Enthusiasm life moment. And I also had the Curb Your Enthusiasm moment with the Oreos. Did you watch that reel?
Yeah, so Abby's child was having an allergic reaction, and he'll save another man's life, but he won't save his own child.
No, he's a crap. Don't do that.
What?
Don't do that. Don't place mud on my kid's name. You know I would jump in front of a bus for Raphael.
Can I tell the story first in the Brandon way, and then you defend yourself? I want to tell the story, and then you defend yourself. So Abby's child, what did he eat?
Pears. Shout out to all
He ate pears. Okay, so he had a little bit of an allergic reaction to pears. Abby's child is 6 months old. So Abby runs out to the local pharmacy to pick up allergy medicine. And while he's there, he notices a bag of Oreos. And now, Abby, you were already in line, I believe, if I have this story correct. So Abby's already in line with the kids' allergy medicine, and he notices a new flavor of Oreo. And Abby thinks, should I get out of this long line and get that Oreo bag? Or should I stay in line and get my son his allergy medicine as soon as possible? Abby went home with a bag of Oreos, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay,
did I tell that story wrong? What did I lie?
Oh, you're like one of those people who leaves out the critical details. One, my son had a minor reaction. Two,
I thought the critical detail was going to be like, it was a limited edition Oreo flavor, Brandon.
It actually is. It actually is. Two, Brandon. Two.
Wait, which number?
Kayla's two. Kayla's
okay.
Good. One of her great friends is married to a pediatrician. So we called him up. He told us not that big of a deal.
This was not my friend Kenny, I just want to confirm.
Thank God, no. If it was Kenny
would have told you, like, just put the baby down.
Probably open heart surgery.
It's too late. It's too late. Man, poor Kenny. Just roasted him today. But anyway, okay, so you spoke with the doctor.
Literally with a licensed doctor, and he goes, you know what, like, it's classic food allergy, nothing that serious. If you want, because you're new parents, and if, just to give you, like, whatever, you can just give them a little bit of allergy medicine. My wife, pharmacist, so, like, obviously did the research, and she was like, yeah, you know what, if you want to. And me, she wasn't even pushing it. I ran out of the house because I knew those Oreos were there. But no, I ran out.
You were just looking for an excuse to get Oreos, and you were like, on it. She's like, oh, I would have ran out. You're like, no. I am the father. I will save my child. But you really just wanted to try those. What was the flavor of Oreos? Give us the limited edition flavor.
It was Oreo flavored Oreos.
Really? They make that?
Yeah, they crush up the Oreos into the cream in the middle.
That sounds good, actually.
Oh,
that's not good.
They're worth getting out of line for.
Hey, if you guys enjoyed us doing, like, the Liquid Death Fruity Pebbles taste test, let us know other, like, fun things that we should try together. We could do something like almost every podcast. I like doing the little taste tests. I think it's fun. We can do different, like, Oreo flavors. We can do all types of things. Leave it in the comments.
We could call it snack time, right?
Snack time. Beautiful.
Yeah, well, long story short, obviously, I was pensive to even put out the video, if I could be honest. Because I was like, I could see this being the one video that, like, makes me go viral, and then just having, like, the internet debate.
Like, world's worst father.
Yeah, are you a horrible father? And it's like, obviously, I did all of these things.
Like, if he couldn't breathe, you obviously would have grabbed the Oreos before you got in line.
I'm not a freaking moron. Like, I know what I'm doing. And, okay, I think this exonerates me a little bit. There was no line. So I, like, walked up towards the register.
Okay.
It's not like I was 10 people in line, waited until I got, like, number one, and was like, all right, let me go get the Oreos. 0 people in line. So I literally walked. Maybe I lingered. Like, maybe I looked if I should get golden Oreos regular or something other. I lingered a little bit, and then I kind of just said, all right, well, you know, don't dilly-dally here. And then I went back. We're talking 30 seconds.
a 30-second delay. Well, here's the real question. Sure, the Oreo's good.
So good, man.
Okay.
So good.
Okay.
And obviously, my son's safe. Like, let's, again, jump in front of a moving train for him. All of the above. I cried multiple times at work this week because of my son. I've never loved anything more so, except the stuffed Oreos. But, so all of that stuff being said, yeah, I had a little bit of fun making a video, and yeah, I was a little pensive to post it. But what are you gonna do? Well, we're all imperfect on this earth.
Guys, if you want to listen to the podcast, if you're ever in your car, if you're driving to work, going to school, check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, anywhere you can listen to podcasts. I will leave a link in the description below. Rate us 5 stars. Also, if you're listening and you want to watch our video, go to YouTube. It's on TFG Vlogs. It's called The Lunch Table. Do you have any final thoughts? We've got lunchtime.
We've got lunchtime. Follow me on Lunchalardo. But yeah, it's lunchtime, baby. Let's hit it.
So lunchtime is the segment at the end of every podcast where we answer a question from the audience, and we let it fly. Do you have any good ones this week?
I got a comment we got a comment from Tocino Shogun 4707. I'll send it to you. Who out of the two of you is most likely to get scammed and lose all of your money?
Man, I think both of us are going to say the other one.
You honestly think it's not you?
I don't know, man, because I'm so cheap. I don't spend money on anything.
Yeah, but I'm not an idiot. Like, I'm not saying you're an idiot, although I do think, in terms of, like, I would say probably street smarts-wise, which is a nebulous term, it's definitely me, right? Like, growing up where I grew up and people trying to, like, probably not play the most, which, again, I probably grew up in an upper-middle-class neighborhood, but,
you make it sound like, boy, you grew up in the mean streets of Chicago O Block.
240th ranked public school system out of 400 schools. It's not the best place. So there are some shysters and scammers in this area. But, yeah, it's New York City. We're turning tricks. We've got the mob, Italian, Sopranos. We're all of it. So, I think I've been around enough shady characters, and you've got, like, you're the worst of the worst in your crew is, like, freaking, I think Paulie has tattoos, big whoop.
I mean, I will say, I don't think either one of us are the type of people to get scammed.
No, we're not.
I think I would say maybe I do win that by a small margin. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode of, I always forget the name when I'm doing the outro. What's it called? The Lunch Table? I believe that's the name of the podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. If you did, make sure you guys subscribe. Rate us 5 stars on Spotify, Apple Music, all that good stuff. We will see you in 2 weeks for the next episode.
Did you know that you can set up your LLC faster than you can finish your morning cup of coffee? Let me show you how. Zen visit.
Prison is my worst nightmare.
You've never
There's really that many vehicles?
might do that tonight, we'll see. Sure y'all like, subscribe, view, comment, share for everybody you know. Don't really see it in these streams. I should like and comment every stream, subscribe and view every stream. And, see you in the next one.